Hi everyone, welcome to the very first episode of the Well for 2022. I actually can't believe we're already so far into January. It feels insane how fast this year is already flying. And I think 2021 for me was the fastest year of my life. It just feels like a year ago I was posting about can't wait for 2020 to be over, whoop whoop. And then I just feel like it's Groundhog Day because here we are at the beginning of 2021 and we're still dealing with all the chaos and all the big changes that comes with our good friend, Corona. Kind of like the good friend that you really hate, but you got to just figure out how to be friends with it because you know they're going to hang around for a bit. So here we are back in 2022 dealing with a lot of the same things that we were dealing with a year ago. I just got word today that one of my kids is allowed back to school, but then the other child is not allowed back to school because they're opening up schools dependent on children's ages. So my 5-year-old's allowed to go back to school, but my 7-year-old isn't allowed to go back to school. And that didn't go down very well in our household. Bodhi has been so excited about going back to school. I'm really mostly excited to see Forrest start his schooling adventure and just look out for him and be his little buddy on his first day and for the first week, help him settle in. So we've been dealing with some big feelings and disappointment and Bodhi's been so good about it. But I can see his little lip trembling when he talks about it. Oh, it will be okay. I can just see him when I get to go back. So there's, all those little moments that everyone's dealing with and we're all just trying to do the very best we can and show up for our family, show up for our kids, show up for ourselves. And sometimes that's just easier said than done. I had a day today. This is not the topic, by the way, but I just thought I'd share it with you because I'm sure some of you can relate to this. I had a day today. I have a really bad headache. And I know that I'm a little bit dehydrated. It's been non-stop at our house over the last 2 months, just go. I think I've just been existing on adrenaline. And I woke up today and I was like, I need to be vertical. I just have to be vertical the entire day. And it really took so much energy and strength to get out of bed and show up and be a mum and be on point with them and clean the house and do all the things that you do as a parent. And it's just about putting one foot in front of the other, even when you have those hard days. I'm feeling like crap today, but I know that this too shall pass. I'm pounding my water. I had 2 cups of Lovewell today. I'm like, all right, I'm going to have my pick-me-up and I'm going to be feeling so much better tomorrow. So actually, I wanted to talk about indulging this episode because I don't know if you guys are the same as me. I'm sure there are some of you watching that feel totally aligned with what I'm about to say, but I have this thing where I will go all out over the holidays. I will eat whatever I want. I will pig out. I will drink my red wine. I will have my cocktails. I'll just really enjoy myself. All my chocolate bars. I could list to you what I have in a day, what my food looks like right now over the holidays. I'm starting to eat a little bit better. Today was day 1 of having really beautiful, a blended soup that Mark cooked me. And sometimes I can fall into that pattern of knowing that Lovewell is my healthy pick-me-up. That is the thing that I need to have every day. So I can get into that cycle of I've had my Lovewell, so I'm going to have burgers, I'm going to have fries, which is very counterintuitive. The reason I choose to nourish myself with Lovewell is because I want to feel good. I want to boost my immune system. I want to wake up with a pep in my step. So I am discounting the amazing effects that Lovewell has on my body by eating junk food and by choosing crappy food. But what I will say is I'm not hard on myself about it at all. In fact, it's just a part of being life. And I realize that when I enjoy my food and I really give thanks for those big hearty meals, those very high calorie meals, for me it's bread. Bread is my number one thing. I would have bread all day, every day, for every meal. Bread. Fries, I love. Vegan burgers, I love. I generally have something in that vein at least once a day, but I really don't feel bad about it. When I was younger, I know I've talked about this before, I've definitely touched upon it. I used to be such a control freak surrounding my food, and I wouldn't let anything unhealthy go into my body. I was trying to treat it like a temple, when actually, again, counterproductive. I was damaging my body because mentally my mindset was just not in a good place because there was too much focus on my food choices. So now I've freed myself from any of the control surrounding food, and I just sit in the moment. I listen to my body. Am I still hungry? Then I'm going to keep eating. If I'm full, then I'm okay to put my knife and fork down and I don't have to finish the rest. I grew up in a household where you had to eat everything on your plate. At my dad's house, but then at my mum's house, I could just pick whatever I wanted. I was a really picky eater. So it was almost like I had the best of both worlds, and I've landed somewhere in the middle where I will try and eat most of the food that I serve up for myself because I hate waste. But I'm also going to free myself from overstuffing my body because then I feel lethargic, I feel sick, I feel crap. But I also love my desserts. I love having vegan Magnum ice creams after my dessert. There's these really cool vegan chocolate bars that mimic a Mars bar or mimic a Snickers bar. That one's actually my favorite. The vegan brand is called a Joker bar. It's amazing. I had one of those last night after dinner. I really want to have a healthy relationship with food, and I feel like I've gotten to such a good place where I do indulge every day. I indulge in some way. But then sometimes it just doesn't feel good to do that, and I'm craving vegetables and fruits. So today, Mark made this amazing soup from scratch with broccoli and potato and cauliflower. And I absolutely was craving those veggies in my body. And it just tells me that I probably am done with the indulging that I did over the holiday. So I was in Fiji, I would eat everything the chef brought out. I would have like 6 little rolls, like bread rolls at my dinner. They kept bringing me rolls as they knew that that's what I wanted and what I was craving. I'd go to cocktail hour every night and have 3 or 4 cocktails. I was just living my best life. And then so now in some ways I can feel that my body's going through a little bit of a detox, which is wonderful because I certainly enjoyed myself over the holidays. And here's the other thing. A lot of us have these New Year's resolutions where we say, oh, we're going to lose weight or we're going to get in shape. And I throw that all out the window. I say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to love my body for what it is, for how it fluctuates. Sometimes I'll feel a little bit more bloated. Other times I'll be feeling really flat in the stomach. Right now I'm feeling little and soft, and I'm really craving going back to the gym and building some muscle again. And I get quite emaciated when I am breastfeeding, and I'm breastfeeding too right now because Poet is still on the boob. And so right now I'm in a place where I'm like, I want to build muscle. I want to get strong again. But I don't judge my little mum bum, my little flat, my sad butt. I don't judge it. I embrace it. And if you guys haven't seen the documentary Embrace by Taryn Brumfitt, I really recommend you do it because it is all about body positivity. Not just eating whatever you want and not taking care of yourself and not working out and gorging. Not that. It is cultivating self-love and acceptance for the choices that we make for our body every day. And then when you're in a place of just wanting to feel good, you organically start to make better choices. So maybe you do have 3 weeks of just binging. That's fine. And then the following 3 weeks, you decide, you know what, I want to go on a bit of a cleanse and I want to eat really healthy, or I'm just going to be plant-based for the next 3 weeks. Whatever it is, you have to free yourself from the guilt and the control, the obsessiveness, and just show up for yourself, show up for your body. Be reminded that you are so lucky to those of us who are able-bodied. I mean, we should be embracing that and feeling really grateful for all the wonderful things that our body does for us. I'm always forever thinking about, I birthed 4 babies. I'm never going to look at my body and look at my wrinkly tummy and my rolls and all the things and scorn at it and say, oh, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, I don't like you. I'm going to look at it and be like, I love you, bumps and lumps and all, cellulite, mum bum, stretchy, wrinkly skin, whatever it is, weird belly button. I have a weird belly button. It's like an innie, outie, stretchy. It was pierced. I got it pierced and then I had a baby. So my belly button hole sort of stretched open and just, it's very wrinkly right now. But all those parts of me, I can look at and appreciate and feel gratitude towards. Thank you for carrying me through my life. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And these are the hands that soothe my baby, and these are the legs that they curl up on and snuggle, and they sit on my lap and they wrap their arms around my neck, and all the bits that, you know, maybe I feel insecure about. My children don't see it. And usually it's just us that sees it. No one else sees it. People just embrace us and celebrate us and want to be around us for our essence, for our spirit, for the connection that they find in our friendships. And so definitely 2022 for me is focusing on all the wonderful things in my life, letting go of any obsessiveness surrounding how my body should look, whether I'm back to my pre-baby weight, if my body looks different after this 4th baby. I'm just going to enjoy myself and have a great relationship with food, make smart choices, and just keep living my best life. So that's it. I hope that resonates with you. Please go easy on yourselves. Goodness, you have navigated so much over the past few years that really what we can do is just love ourselves. Just love ourselves. And then when you have love for yourself, you're better able to give that out to the community. And it's really the antidote for what people need right now. They need love. They need connection. So that's it from me. Sending you big love, big hugs, self-love, throwing it out that way. And I look forward to speaking to you next episode. All right, guys.